invite His Excellency Mr. Ri Thuy, Ambassador and Permanent Representative of the Kingdom of Cambodia, to the rostrum to deliver his statement.
Venerable monks, Ambassador Maria Emma Meja Velez, Vice President of the General Assembly, Ambassador Wirachai Plasai, Permanent Representative of the Kingdom of Thailand to the United Nations, Ambassador Amrit Rohan Pera, Permanent Representative of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka to the UN. At the outset, on behalf of the people and the Royal Government of Cambodia, I would like to convey my deepest condolences to the people and the government of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka and the bereaved family who lost their loved ones in the huge storm that triggered across Sri Lanka. We are deeply saddened by this disaster and misery caused to the beautiful islands of Sri Lanka. Now I would like to deliver my brief remarks. It is my great pleasure and honor to join you all in celebrating this sacred and revered day for millions of Buddhists worldwide. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to Ambassador Permanent Representative of Thailand and Ambassador Permanent Representative of Sri Lanka for organizing this very important ceremony. Every year, Cambodia, just like many Buddhist countries across Asia, celebrate Vesak Bojia, commemorating the birth, enlightenment, and passing of Lord Buddha. As Buddhism is one of the state's motto, more than 95% of the 15.8 million Cambodians are Buddhists. There are more than 4,500 temples across the country. The Buddha's teachings play a crucial role in the Cambodian society in promoting tolerance, compassion, and non-violence. Vesak celebration is extremely significant for the Cambodian people. In Buddhist tradition, the day of Vesak presents an opportunity to reflect on our actions and attain a greater social and spiritual understanding. Looking back some 70 years ago, the United Nations was created to avoid another cataclysm similar to the outbreak of the two major wars of the last century. Yet, the last 70 years have not been marked by peace and development. Numerous conflicts have claimed lives of millions of people worldwide, with nations dividing themselves on major global issues. Although we now live in complex multipolar world, the global situation requires coordinated action and coming together of all partners in sharing of resources and the know-how in order to overcome the struggles millions of people face worldwide. The essence of Buddha's teachings is encompassed in the Four Noble Truths, which explain the suffering of humanity and provide us with guidance in our everyday lives. In Buddhist perspective, desire and ignorance are at the root of suffering. Without the capacity for mental concentration and insight, vices such as greed, envy, hatred, and anger consequently derive from this ignorance. As such, carrying on activities in the field of social, educational, cultural, and other humanitarian services, we must learn to subordinate our narrow self-interest to the common good of others. Traditionally, the Buddhist understandings of peace begin with inner peace, born by compassion and loving kindness in the individual mind. Therefore, in order to propagate the doctrine of Buddha, we should first be at inner peace with ourselves. We must detach ourselves from self-interest and greed, while adopting a universal perspective by which we could outgrow the egocentric outlook. To adopt this, we must overcome exploitative greed with global generosity, helpfulness, and cooperation. We must overcome hatred and revenge, and above all practice tolerance, forgiveness, and kindness. In this manner, we could secure unity, solidarity, and brotherhood among humankind. We must recognize that our world is interdependent and that irresponsible behavior anywhere has potentially harmful repercussions everywhere. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today is a sacred day. With this day, we mark the Buddha's message of compassion, peace, and goodwill, and commemorate his devotion to the service of humanity. The day of Vesak affords all Buddhists the opportunity to come together and reflect on unity and friendship among various traditions, to promote the rich values, philosophy, and principles of the teachings of the Buddha, and to remind everyone to live in harmony with people of other faiths. As we move forward in our work, let us not forget his wise words. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. I would like to wish Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and all compatriots for the 4 gems of Buddhist blessing: longevity, nobility, health, and strength. I wish you a happy day of Vesak. Thank you.